Hi everybody. If you're watching this, you probably have a high definition television. Most of us do. But I got news for you. You probably, most likely, have a critical picture adjustment set wrong. How do I know this? Well, I've been to hundreds of houses and seen hundreds of different TVs, and in almost every case, this is set wrong, and I can tell pretty much right away by looking at it. It's not really their fault. It's not really your fault. The manufacturers, they tend to set this improperly right out of the box and then bury the adjustment in a level of the menu that the average end user isn't going to see at first glance. It's not with those other picture adjustments that we see when we pull up the menu and go into those options. But I'm going to tell you where to find it. I'm going to tell you what it is. What is it? Color temperature. What is color temperature? Well, when we adjust color temperature, we're adjusting the proper balance of the three primary colors of video, red, green, and blue, to create true white. And what happens is when that's out of adjustment, if you don't have that proper balance of colors, it affects not only white, but it affects all the other colors too. So it's really important if you want to get a lifelike looking picture with accurate color, looking like you're looking out a window, you've got to get color temperature right. Now, I've talked to several of my ISF certified professional video calibrator friends that have spent the thousands of dollars necessary on equipment that can get it dead on accurate every single time. And I've asked them, what is the proper preset? What's the preset on these TVs that gets us closest to accurate white, to that true white that we're looking for? And they've told me that contrary to the manufacturer's TV settings, which are usually set too cool, you need to take a look at the warmest color temperature setting on your TV. That's usually the one that's closest to being accurate, and I can confirm that as well. And I want to show you where to find that, what to look for, so that you can get good picture quality too. So let's take a look. So you want to begin with some sort of an image that has some white in it, maybe some flesh tones. I'm using a static image from a video calibration disc, but you can just as easily use a paused image from your cable DVR or Netflix show, just something that's going to give you an image that doesn't already have some kind of a crazy filter applied to it. So try to avoid crime scene dramas or movies. Try to pick something that is a little bit more realistic and isn't going to skew the color palette to start with, because what you're going to look for is when you consider these white images, you want to look if the color temperature is too cool, it'll be more of a bluish white, and if it's too warm, it'll be a yellowish white. So I just jumped into the Vizio settings here, and I'm looking for my color temperature setting. It's not right in the first level of the menu, but if I get into the more picture settings, you'll see there's color temperature here. Now, in your case, you might have color temperature presets like standard, cool, warm 1, warm 2. I have cool, normal, and computer. And what I'm looking at here as I go through them is I ask myself, do the whites and the grays, as I cycle through these, do they look like real white? Or do they have a bluish tint? Do they have a yellowish tint? And I'm trying to pick the one that to my eye looks more like true white. And keep in mind, you've probably been used to looking at cooler color temperatures anyways, because that's how the manufacturers set them, but remember that the warmest color temperature setting is usually the most accurate one, and in fact, that's how it is on this Vizio TV. The normal setting, which happens to be the warmest one, is the most accurate, is the closest to true white. It's going to give me the best color balance for all the colors, including whites and grays and things like that. There's no real precise way to set this unless you've spent a lot of money on video calibration equipment, so you're going to have to do it by eye, but just remember that the warmest one is probably the right one. Alright, so now that you know where to find this adjustment and how to set it properly, you're probably wondering to yourself, why in the world did these manufacturers start me off this way? Why do they purposely set it wrong out of the box? Why not just set it right and let me enjoy lifelike accurate color? Well, the answer to that question is that these blue tinted images, these cooler color temperature pictures, to our eye, they look brighter. And if you think about where you first saw this television, you probably saw it on the Best Buy or H.H. Gregg showroom floor, and it was probably next to 10, 12, 15 other televisions. And that that need to be the brightest, that's really on display in a showroom floor like that. And they want their TV to pop, so you gravitate towards and you buy their TV. And that's all good for the retail showroom floor, but it's no good for your home environment and getting a high fidelity HD lifelike picture. No way. But it's all good because now you know how to properly set that. Now you're on your way to enjoying this awesome picture quality. Thanks for watching this video. In future videos, we're going to go over some of those other picture adjustments and how to set those properly so you can really get a great looking image out of your high definition TV. Thanks again for watching.